Mike, I gotta see you.
Well, this meeting will be over in just about half an hour.
No, I gotta see you now.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Come on, sir. Now, what is it? You know better than to come busting into a meeting like this.
I didn't know anybody was in there.
Well, why didn't you just ask?
Well, it'll never happen again.
Well, it'll never happen again because the next time it happens...
There's not gonna be any next time. I came to tell you that I'm splitting today.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about?
Your prescription. I don't like the taste of medicine. Now I know the reason why.
Come on, sit down here. What happened exactly?
I did what you wanted. The whole bit. I thought it through from every angle. And I decided that you might be right. So I went ahead and made the big move.
You mean you talked to Jill?
I told Jill I'd marry her.
Would marry her, or you wanted to marry her?
Oh, I wouldn't have asked her if I didn't want to. But she couldn't just say no. She had to stick it in and then twist it. And I left myself open. Man, did I leave myself open.
Joe, look, I'll get rid of this meeting in there, and then we can talk about it, huh?
There's nothing left to say. Except see you. I'm gonna go down and draw my pay, and then I'm gonna bust out of here.
Joe, look. What about Kelly, huh?
Well, I'll get a job, then I'll send you money for child support.
Well, you want to see her before you leave, don't you?
I don't think I'd better. Look, you take care of her, and you let me know how she's doing.
Wait a minute. Is it just Kelly, or is it Jill, too? Now, come on, think about that a minute.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, you're the only one that can answer that.
Well, then I guess it's not going to get answered. Look, you better get back to your meeting.
Joe, wait. Look, wait for me at the house. I mean, it's not going to hurt if we talk a little bit before you take off.
Look, you don't have to tell me what hurts anymore. I mean, I just found out for myself.
Joe, wait at the house, please.
There's nothing left to say. Jill said it all.
Oh, Joe, just listen to me.
Mike.
So long, big brother. Thanks for everything.
Joey.
Hello, Mr. Carson.
Is it ready, Charlie?
Yeah, this is your order now. I'll just have to put the black coffee in.
Yeah, well, heavy on the cream and sugar.
I think Mr. Winter likes it black, doesn't he?
Oh, well, fix it the way he likes it. I just thought he ought to have all the nourishment he can get, poor fella. How much do I owe you?
That'll be $1.50.
Mr. Carson, may I speak to you for a moment, please?
Yes, Mrs. Winter?
I wonder if you might do me a favor.
And what would that be?
Well, I heard you say that you were going to take that to my husband.
That's right.
Well, my husband's boat just docked a few minutes before you came in here, and... Mr. Carson, I've been waiting here over an hour hoping he would come through that door.
I can't take the chance. He might decide to skip food altogether.
No, please don't misunderstand me. It's not that I don't want you to take the sandwich. I think that's very kind. It's just... Well, I thought if you could think up an excuse that might bring him here. It's just a tiny favor to ask.
I got the impression that he's staying pretty much away from you.
You've got the right impression. I mean, it's no secret, but... Oh, Mr. Carson, if we don't talk, we'll never be able to get together.
That's a fact.
You'll do it? I'd be so grateful.
No, I couldn't.
Why?
Because it's devious, that's why, exactly.
But it would be so important, not just to me, but to Tom. And it wouldn't be devious. It really wouldn't. It would just be stretching the truth a little to save a marriage.
I've found that when you stretch the truth, it's apt to snap right back in your face. No, I might do more harm than good, and I wouldn't like that.
Mr. Carson, please.
It wouldn't be right.
But you're passing moral judgment.
I'm not passing judgment. I just think it's better left alone. Excuse me, Mrs. Winter. Thank you, Charlie.
Right, Mr. Carson. Bye-bye.
Aren't you feeling well? And why did you shut the door just now? Did you want me to think that you were in school? Now you feel all right. Why didn't you go to school?
I just didn't feel like it.
Oh, well, why? For any particular reason, or are you just not in the mood?
Well, it's only for one day. I'll go back tomorrow. I'm not dropping out.
Oh. Well, all right. I guess we all have days that we don't particularly feel like facing the world. Is it Jeff?
What?
Did you quarrel with Jeff?
Well, that's a brilliant deduction.
Oh, Carolyn, you know, when you were a little girl, I could spank you for being rude. What do I do now?
You can go away and leave me to my own hateful company.
Very well. I will do exactly that.
Do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
The next time I ask a boy over here, if I ever ask a boy over here again, would you mind just stamping around or whistling or something so that I'll know you're there?
Well, I realized that I may have embarrassed you and Jeff. It was for the best.
Well, what if it had been the other way around?
What do you mean?
What if I had walked in on you and Dr. Rossi? I know what you're going to say, but that's different.
Well, I think it is.
Only because you want it to be different. Only because you're old enough to do as you please.
And so are you. And I'm beginning to fully realize that. I may not approve of what you do, but there is nothing I can do to stop it.
You don't have to sound as though I'm walking blithely over the edge of the cliff with my eyes closed. I'm not totally dumb.
Well, you're not totally smart. Not yet. You haven't enough experience. Or at least I didn't when I was your age. It's not easy.
Well, the trouble is that I get so confused. Half the time I don't know what I want. And then when I know what I want, I don't know why I want it. I thought that I was using Jeff to get back at you and Dr. Rossi. But everybody kept saying that, so perhaps that's why I simply thought that...
You thought that what?
Isn't it funny how no one ever uses the word love? All the kids... Well, you can talk about sex practically on the first date, but no one slips and says love. No one wants to go first. The boys are terrified the girl is going to laugh at him, and the girls are scared that the boy is going to take advantage of her. Oh, it's really dumb.
It is dumb, but it's not exclusive to the young.
I didn't think that I was teasing Jeff. But he thought that, or I don't know, maybe it was his pride. I miss him. You couldn't get rid of Dr. Ross even when you tried to.
Well, you see, there are certain advantages to being my age. Maturity. At least in terms of being honest with each other.
Well, I hate being my age. It's nothing but troubles. Oh, I wish I could go to sleep and wake up and be 21.
Oh, Carolyn, you're wishing away years of your life.
It'd be worth it.
Oh, no, because then you'd be wishing away years of mine. And mine are going quickly enough, thank you very much.
No, they're not going quickly at all. You're still young. At least in the way that counts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
told me at the loading dock that you quit your job.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
The sooner Rod walks, the sooner I can stop it. Don't say anything to anybody, especially Rod.
You aren't asking me anything, you're accusing me. Well, come on, Dad. Say it. I'm listening.
Would I be standing here like a dummy? Leave myself wide open if I didn't love you?